How long have I been trans? About 9 years. Whenever 2015 was, like, I started identifying before that, but I started, like, actually transitioning in, like, 2015. So about 9 years, I guess.
I usually don't record face cam because it's spicy.
What even is this? Oh, Veridis Joe. I love fighting transphobic radical Twitter feminists. Cool. All right. Well, watching this, I guess.
The fuck you mean? You're not optimized to capture this video.
Oh, you know it's good when they've got like literal tusks coming out of their nose.
How about you die? You know, I, as many other people on this planet, often make mistakes. It's all a part of being human. You know, sometimes I make a bit of an L take. Sometimes I have a take I don't explain and people get rightfully mad at me. But the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life was posting about my queer relationship on twitter.com. Shouldn't have done that. Also horrible. I know, all the horror. Well, at least, you know, a pocket subsection of people on Twitter thought that, which is why this video exists.
I don't know. I think he's ugly, but I don't like these septum piercings. I had a septum piercing for a while, but I wore like really small ones, and then I ended up getting bored of it anyway, because like everyone has a fucking septum piercing. I was worried that people would start getting the wrong idea about me or something.
This right now. I would say happy Pride Month, but this is like the third time I'm recording this video, and now it's like July the 7th, so it's like Pride Month is no more. We done anti-gay duree, but you know, nevertheless, I hope you had a great Pride Month. You know, I hope it was good. You know,
yeah, thank fuck. I hope they cancel it next year and every year after.
I hope you were being here queer and not, you know, 14, you know, 100 meters down in a submarine, you know, imploding or whatever people are up to right now. As you know from previous videos of mine, I'm a firm believer.
Say the N-word. Which N-word? If you can type it and I can read it, then I'll say it. I know lots of N-words.
Their pride is for everyone. It's for gay people, it's for bisexual niggas like me, it's for the lesbian people that for some reason corporate capitalist America excludes. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. I think pride's for everyone and it always should be that way. But I'm glad we can agree that
Oh wait, I say some of the... There's a place... Okay. Did you know there's a place in Scotland called Nig?
Pride is 100% for everyone, except for if you're not 100% gay or 100% lesbian or white. I'll say that again, or white.
Now you're probably sitting there like, Joey, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, what do you can't just be saying that. You know, what do you mean all white? You know, you don't like a silly goose if you don't have any evidence to support the fact that queer people are very exclusionary and only white queer people, you know, seem to act like they run the bitch. But let me tell you a little something.
I got dragged to hell on Twitter, like for days on end.
Yeah, he is annoying, that's the point.
Sucked, and it was for the express reason of posting a pictures of myself with my partner. That's all it was about.
Can I change this guy? I definitely can't change this guy, I'm sorry.
The only reason why it's not happening anymore is because I ended up getting suspended on Twitter like a day ago because I told somebody.
I really, really want to hear about this person's... Listen, I disavow. I really want to hear about this person's first world problems. I'm sorry.
Who decided to call black people blacks, that I would do something really mean to them. I guess that's okay, but me saying that I would beat the fuck out of them isn't. Twitter's kind of...
This guy got banned for saying he's gonna beat the fuck out of people. Like, Jesus Christ. How is he like sat here and making this video after doing that? Like, what the fuck?
Cooked right now. We got Threads, we got Spill, we got Blue Sky, all these alternative sites that are probably gonna die in a month. But I hope on them, you know, cis isn't a slur at least, and Elon Musk isn't anywhere near it. I have my opinions on Elon Musk. They are really nice opinions. That's what
I bet I could tell exactly what this person's opinions on Elon Musk are.
I was getting dragged to hell because I found this tweet. Can we get a black love thread going? I don't care if you're gay, straight, cis, trans. I just want to see a happy black couple. And I thought this was adorable. And I made the grave mistake of quote tweeting this with pictures of me and my partner while saying we weren't straight and weren't cis because those words were in the tweet. And
oh my God, we're in a queer relationship when we're a man and a woman. Like, wow.
People got really angry about that.
No, okay. Now we ain't gonna lie here. For the first bit, it was pretty nice.
I had people, you know, give me support. You know, people saying that we were pretty, we were adorable. You know, we were the it couple, all that sort of nice stuff. But then, out of the grace of the internet, it ended up in a weird, like transphobic, like radical feminist, like queer exclusionary, like part of Twitter for some reason. I didn't make any of that up. Maybe I did. I love lying. I didn't lie about that. That's a group of people on Twitter for some reason. But now they drag me and my partner for literal days for just being a happy queer couple. Not only did I have to do
being a happy queer couple where it's a man and a woman. Like, really? Do you not understand? Do you not see? Ah, come on, man.
With harassment, but so did they. And that's really where I feel bad about.
Do I like black person? It depends on the black person. They're much like white people in that some of them are cool and some of them less so.
Well, because you guys know I'm okay with, you know, getting a little dirty, you know, getting in the mud, you know, a little bit. You know, that's all I do, baby, you know, but involving, you know, my sweet, sweet Kyrus into this, I felt really bad. Goddamn, the Twitter ring us a new one. I couldn't even accurately respond to...
Do I have a partner? Yes, I do. I'm so sorry to inform you this. I look even worse off camera anyway, so you're not missing too much.
The goalpost, because the goalpost kept getting moved. First I wasn't gay and I was a straight man in a straight relationship with a straight woman looking for validation.
Well, yeah, you kind of are. Like, this is just spicy straight shit.
and like acceptance because apparently the dyed hair and piercings and tattoos and lock just weren't enough. I had to take it from the queer people.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to be a fucking fashion choice. Like, if you were like actually bi or gay or something, you'd probably find it annoying if people were like, oh, can't you tell from the dyed hair and the piercings and the tattoos? You know what I mean? Like, this is cringe.
But that's what I had to do. Oh, and also I was a man. Don't forget.
Well, do I have piercings, tattoos, something like that? I do have tattoos. I used to have piercings. I used to have like a nose piercing and this one. I think my ears are still... I probably could still wear earrings, but I'm wearing headphones, so I don't. I don't know. I have some tattoos. I got them all ages ago, though.
Get a man. Then I was gay, but not gay enough. Like, I needed to suck some more dick or something to prove a point, and I had niggas outright asking me to prove it. And it's like, what do you want me to do? Like, take a dick up?
This is why the whole queer thing is so cringe. Like, just be in a fucking relationship. Why do you care so much about labeling yourself as fucking queer?
My ass, like, even more than I already do. That was a joke. I don't actually get my butt played with. Or do I? You'll never know. However...
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I had a septum piercing, but I didn't wear something like this. It wasn't like fucking nose tusks. It was like a little thing I used to wear, and then I used to have a nose ring, but I don't have either of them anymore. I think I lost both of them, and I just couldn't be bothered to replace them.
I was gay enough to receive homophobic death threats, but not gay enough to be accepted because I didn't get hate.
What is this person doing? They are complaining about getting banned on Twitter for being an asshole because they're in a straight relationship, but they're like, oh my god, we're so queer. It's just people being cringe on Twitter, which is the whole point of Twitter, I guess. But somehow this is video worthy, so I don't know. I think this whole thing is cringe.
Crime in the street or something. Like all these other people on Twitter are claiming that that's happened to them. But tell me if you could get married in West Bubblefuck in a year, 20 gigafucks. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I think that we want people to not get attacked on the street for their identity, but I guess, Twitter niggas are built different entirely. I live in a very...
Oh, someone else made a video about it. Not queer enough? Who gives a shit? Like, queer is fucking cringe anyway. Do I know him? I don't know any of these people personally.
Queer and progressive city, but I promise you, if I drive 2 hours down in any direction, I will be reminded of why I live in a red state. So unless you want homophobia to be
oh no, he's in a red state. He must be really, really, really oppressed. He isn't gay enough. Like, well, he's fucking a girl. That's just not gay.
Least of my problems, I suggest you shut the fuck up. All you stupid raffin bitches that were coming for us on Twitter seem to forget the little teeny thing about educating us on oppression and on having to be visibly queer and visibly a minority.
Visibly queer and visibly a minority. Do you know what the thing is about queer? You just decide you're queer. Can you just opt into being a minority? That sounds bizarre. He has a beard. I mean, he's got XY chromosomes, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand this whole thing. Like... I would understand it if I was, what's queer? I don't even know either. It seems to be if you're a bit weird or whatever, and like you want to be gay, but you're not really gay, you can just make yourself look androgynous and then call yourself queer, and then you have all the same opinions as all the other fucking lefties that are queer. You're probably extremely pro-Palestine. Not that I'm not, but not to this extent. I'm polyamorous, all kinds of shit. Who knows? I don't know if this person's polyamorous, but...
And having to deal with discrimination in public because of what we've...
Oh, here's another person that needs to fucking sort their nails out. Like, why do these people leave it until it's like a tiny square in the middle? It looks terrible.
...look like. The irony, I fear, has escaped you. Because if you look at my arm, what color is my skin? If you answer black, you're correct, because before fucking anything, I'm a black person. You can cover up...
Yeah, so you're a minority for that. Like, what's queer got to do with it?
The fucking Curtis Connor patchwork tattoos and fucking take off the frog cardigan and, fucking put a wig over the pixie cut and, tell niggas that your name isn't Frog or leave for fucking Megatron, Lord Zed. This skin is here to stay. This is, like, non-negotiable. I can't change that. We can argue about...
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, having dark skin, should I say, that's like an immutable characteristic. That's something you're born with. You're not born queer. You just take on a shitty fucking identity, and that's what you decide you are now, and now you're angry at anyone that doesn't agree with your identity. I don't know. I don't see the point. I don't get it. I don't know why this has to have anything to do with, like, LGBT or whatever, because you're kind of appropriating some shit. Going out with a woman and then being like, yeah, but I'm, like, visibly queer, like, you're a straight guy. It's fine. Straight people, like, have to fucking... be unique in some way when you just already are. Like, what's the point? Do I play any games? I play Switch games, but my Switch is through there. You know what? Against my better judgment, I'm going to Google Translate what you said. I only speak English. So I just want to see what this guy's saying. Like, fuck it, I might as well just play this shit because I don't really care about this. This is the stupidest video I've ever seen. This is only not the stupidest video I've ever seen because I watched the video previous to this, which was like retarded. So
about what being visibly queer looks like, but we cannot argue about what being visibly black looks like, because either you look black or you don't. And also
yeah, because being black makes you a minority. Being queer doesn't. Being queer is just something you call yourself. Being queer is just something you call yourself.
Try and educate me on slurs because I called a stupid bitch for trying to be funny. No, nigga, my awesome and hot piercings don't make me
my awesome and hot piercings. My God.
Not straight. I'm not because I fucking say I am, you dumb bitch. All the straights are at it again. The stupid, illiterate bitches are at it again. I need Grace Man to deal with you niggas right now. Let me level with you dumbass niggas.
Hang on. No, stop talking for a sec. Let me tell you something. Are you attracted to any men? If not, I think you might be straight. And that's okay. It's okay to be straight. Are we actually going to go round in a circle one day where we're having to be like, you're straight and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You can be straight. You can be white. You can be fucking male, whatever, you know?
Bitch is not and will never be a slur. A slur is a very offensive term deliberately used for the...
You don't get to fucking say that. You're a fucking man. You don't get to say that. What does bitch mean? It means a female dog. When do people say bitch? Usually at women. You don't get to fucking say that. You're a man. Pipe the fuck down. Even I've got more of a fucking right to talk about this shit than you.
Disrespect and discrimination of a group of people. Bitch is a really mean word, but it is not a slur. Evangelion case. One of you dumbasses said explain why bitch is different from every other slur. Listen, I can walk up to a dude and call him a stupid bitch, and contextually that will make sense, but I cannot walk to a woman and call her a bitch.
Hang on. PlayStation or computer? I have a Nintendo Switch. I have games on here, but I don't really play games anymore on my computer. I used to play Team Fortress 2 a lot, but that was about it.
Cricket and it'll be normal. No, I can say it all I want. Bitch. And it was like
yeah, you can say it all you want, and if you say it to a woman directly, they're probably going to think you're a sexist. Just like if someone says the N-word to you directly, you're going to think they're a racist.
I was calling niggas stupid bitches because they was women. I was calling niggas stupid bitches because they were stupid bitches. After I said that, we had all these misogynistic think pieces about how I was.
Trust me, Team Fortress 2 is not cool. It's still running, but like it's just full of bots. Like it's almost unplayable nowadays. Like you just get fucking tons of like spinning snipers that like shoot you as soon as you go anywhere. My main was Pyro because I was terrible. I also played a lot of Soldier. I liked Medic. I was okay at Heavy sometimes. That was probably about it. Yeah, I can't aim for shit, so I pretty much just played Pyro. For the most part, I went on like 2-fort like games and just tried to stall it as long as possible. I'd play either NG or Pyro and just like set up camp in the defense and just try and stop anyone from capping, and then, you know, just try and deathmatch people. Most Chad trans I've ever seen. Thank you. I agree.
Like a gay man who thinks that misogyny like doesn't affect them and shit like that. So it's like, am I straight or am I like a gay man trying to like...
Well, whether you're straight or gay depends on who you're attracted to. Like, what is this queer shit? I don't understand. Like, what are you fucking talking about? You just make some shit up.
Hide behind his gayness to like hide from his misogyny. Which is it? What delusion are we subscribing to? Slurs that are used like a gay man who thinks that misogyny like doesn't affect them and shit like that. So it's like, am I straight or am I...
Gay man who thinks misogyny doesn't affect it. Like, what are you fucking talking about misogyny? Like, this is so dumb. You don't know anything about what gay men live.
Gay man trying to like hide behind his gayness to like hide from his misogyny. Which is it? What delusion are we subscribing to? Slurs that are used...
Why are you like complaining about others' misogyny when you're like fucking going on about calling people a bitch and saying it's not a slur when you're literally a man?
Against black people, or obviously targeted against black people. And some of y'all use that as ammunition against me. Nice misogynistic slur, you fucking germoid. By the way, to all y'all black rat femmes, I promise...
Use it against you? Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? Like, fucking hell. Why are these people so dumb?
I would never refer to y'all with this slur. I'm only making a point, I promise. Well, I have categorically, officially, seen it all. This image is just a good example of how these radical feminists are walking contradictions. How the hell are you radical feminists with Nuzaki-chan PFP? I feel like I shouldn't have to explain why that's like really weird. Like why you're like, you got an anime PFP,
no,
you're like radical feminist.
This is like the cringiest shit ever. I need to watch more of this. I'm sorry.
And it's Nuzaki-chan. I feel like I have to explain that. You know, maybe started some videos before that wasn't this. You know, maybe watch Cosplay While Black. You know, maybe watch the NFT video. Maybe get the Power Ranger video to 100K because it's edging me. You know, I don't like being edged. I like the finish. Do not quote me on that, Wikitubia. Don't do that. Also, what was your point of being called a nigger is bad and it hurts my feelings? Is one, no fucking shit. And two, it doesn't, you dumb bitch. These people are walking contradictions and also for some reason very, very transphobic. Like they would
You know what? This person comes across like they like being shitty to other people, but you know, they just want to excuse that. And what other shit? Fucking, I don't know. This is actually melting my brain. Maybe I should watch something else.
Transphobia, like proud on their chest like it's a fucking damn NBA 2K badge. I don't know why. Turf isn't an insult. You know, that's, you know.
I don't. What the fuck do you know about transphobia? Fucking queer. Sit fucking down. If you're queer, shut the fuck up about transphobia. You've got no idea.
That's hard. That's a compliment. You know, that's hard. Do what you want, but turf will never be your N-word. Turf will never be your nigga. Like, niggas are calling you turfs because y'all are turfs. How you rather straight, you know, heterosexual relationship despite not being heterosexual, which is...
Yeah, you're in a fucking heterosexual relationship. If you think otherwise, fine, but people are gonna think that you're, like, appropriating shit because you're fucking a woman. You just look like a guy and a girl. You just look like a fucking straight couple.
This feels like a weird semantic point where it's like, I'm going to only say this because I'm invalidating you. Because why the fuck else would you say this? Why does it matter? Because it's like, one, we're not cis. I already said that.
He probably is a bit racist. We're not cis. What are you? Queer. What the fuck's queer? No one knows. He probably is racist. A lot of these people are. I don't fucking know. What else? I've only got one more thing. It's fine. It's fine. I'll spare you. Because this person's like going to be even weirder. I don't know who this person is, by the way. I'll speed it up because I've only got about half an hour at most and I need to go because I have shit to do. This is, and they call us the snowflakes. R/are the cis okay? All I know about this person is they're a guy and they paint their face for reasons I don't understand. I guess they're a Viking or something. And they just go on Reddit. So this is probably going to be boring too. You're going to hate me for this one.
Okay, I'm not being funny, but which one am I? I need to pee immediately. Birds and bees. Now, I'm going to make the assumption...
Yeah, here we go. I don't know what this is. It looks like Viking shit. You know when you get those, like, Americans that they're, like, 2% Swedish? So they do this kind of shit, and they say, like, scowl and stuff like that, and they think they're Vikings. This is what this is giving me.
Here that bees are meant to be men and...
Only he's British.
Birds are meant to be women, purely going off the fact that women are sometimes referred to as birds by some people. And
God, this guy talks slowly. I'm on 1.5. This guy is reading Reddit and complaining about the cis, aka people that are not trans.
Bees have a stinger? I don't know. Either way, this is just not, it's not good labeling on bathroom doors, is it? It's not done well. How is anybody meant to actually really know for sure what one they're meant to go in?
Although he's actually right about that.
Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we're going to be once again returning to r/are the cis okay, because it's been a little while since I specifically returned to this one, and you guys seem to be enjoying this not make everything about sex challenge. Like, she can not feel why she doesn't feel like a woman or doesn't feel comfortable like a woman. That's the point. But they just had to make it about sex, didn't they? Because that's all these people care about. They're like, I find a person attractive, and therefore that's the only thing that matters about that person. We've had this one before, but just...
Why would someone do this? I don't know. I don't know why I sit here and watch this kind of shit, to be honest. I don't know. My current theory is he's like 1% Swedish and so calls himself a Viking, but I'm completely making that up. I just know that Americans love doing that. It's like I'm very slightly German, so I should go everywhere in fucking lederhosen, I guess. I should be munching a sausage at all times.
Just the image below it, is very funny, and it's the post about someone going, I find myself suspecting actual women of being trans now. It's like culture war trauma or something. I actually had to pause this movie and look this actress up to make sure she was actually female, and yeah.
To be fair, don't we all do that occasionally? Don't we all see someone that's like, I bet you're trans, and then you hear their voice and it's like, wow, I guess not. Doesn't want to admit he's British. That's very true. See, I'm not proud of anything really, because I just exist as I am, but I'm cool with being British, you know? It's an interesting country, if nothing else. I don't know. There's not much good about Britain, but it's like there's not that much bad about it either. It just kind of is. It's just kind of a bit grey and shit, and we're all miserable. What I think about Germans, I don't really know any Germans, if I'm honest. Like, I've met like various foreigners from like working and stuff. I've met a couple of Romanians, and they were like the nicest people ever. I don't know what it is with Romanians. Like, maybe it's just the ones I met, but they seemed like really, really nice people. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just these people sat in a prison of their own mind, okay? You don't have culture war trauma. The only reason you are suspecting women of being trans, the only reason you feel the need to transvestigate or to do...
is because there's more trans people nowadays. And maybe you don't want to fuck what you see as a man.
Any of that shit is because you have put yourself in that position, because you are giving yourself that mindset, because you have decided that that matters enough that you need to think about that, instead of just look...
I don't know if people think, oh, it really matters whether someone's trans or not, so I'm going to have to like transvestigate everyone. I don't know. This guy's been on the internet too much, but I can't talk.
Looking at someone and not caring. It doesn't make a difference if this person is cis or trans. It wouldn't make a difference, and it will never make a difference. It doesn't matter. And yet these
I want to know what this guy is. I'm calling him a man until otherwise noted, and then might continue to, I don't know.
people have put themselves in this mental prison and attributing it to culture war trauma because they're so obsessed with trans people that they have to see them everywhere.
Are they?
It's become an unhealthy obsession. And
We've got the side shave. I just saw that. You have to be, if you're like male, apart from me, because I'm special, you have to have the side shave. If you're like male and you're trans and like anything else, you have to have the side shave. It's important.
people genuinely need help.
The city of Chicago has gone woke. Oh no.
To be fair, I hate those fucking trains.
Oh, this train has a rainbow on it and my ego is so fragile that that hurts me.
They call us the snowflakes.
Like, if you don't like Turks, one of my friends is Turkish. He's like the nicest guy. I've met a couple of Turks. Like, their country seems crazy, and I'm glad I'm not from there. But I don't know. But then Hassan Piker is also Turkish, and he's a wanker, so I guess it depends on the Turk. But yeah, like a lot of young men are like fucking off from that country like quickly because of like the conservative Islam leadership. Because I think it's not a particularly religious country, but it's kind of being transformed into one, I guess. It seems bizarre there. But like, yeah, one of my friends is Turkish. He's really sound.
Like, Jesus Christ.
This person has no idea, like, when you find yourself talking about someone like Jordan Peterson that way, like, that's when you know that your brain is cooked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. This person has no idea what Jordan Peterson thinks about anything. I don't even like Jordan Peterson, but, like, Jesus Christ, is this the best you can do?
Christ, it's a fucking rainbow, okay? It's Pride Month, and
Well, it's more than a rainbow. It's a symbol of... It's a symbol of what the culture is nowadays.
whoever owns this train, whether it be the actual, like, local council or whether it be a private company, has painted a fucking rainbow on a train.
Mate, hang on. Where was this? Where was this? Hang on. Oh, I can't find it. I don't care. Whatever. Like, I don't know. Obviously, you're not gonna be honest about what fucking Jordan Peterson thinks, because why would you? I don't know. I'm not enjoying this guy very much, if I'm honest.
That's it. That's all it is. It's a fucking rainbow. And these people are so fragile that painting a rainbow on a train offends them. Like,
Mate, what are your pronouns? What if I call you a different set of pronouns to what your pronouns are? Let's see how fragile you are, you know?
good God, you can't get much more special snowflake than that, can you? Really? Fragile little babies.
I still think you could get more special snowflake than that, but let's keep going.
With egos made of paper-thin glass. It's genuinely pathetic. If testosterone is the ugly hormone, then why does my vials fit so perfectly in a custom-made
Oh, what was this? I actually want to hear his I want to hear his take on this. It had things like not for parents or keep out of reach of parents and shit like that, and like on a no-co. I think that was the one. Yeah, this is like some dodgy ass shit. I don't know if this is the ones that had like hair in them for some people or what, but
holographic box with anime boys on the packaging? If you were a real man, you would have put half-naked anime lollies instead of handsome anime twinks. Just saying. This one's interesting because cisgender gay men exist. So like, you know, cis men can be into men. So trans men can also be into men. So yeah, but also
we're not going to talk about the creepy hormones, I bet.
anime lollies is a bit of a red flag, don't you think? Like, lollies look like children. And being like, man, if you were a real man, you'd be into characters that look like children. This is a bit of a red flag. It's a bit of a red flag, right?
What's this got to do with the cis? That sounds like some creepy fuck who could be literally anything.
That can't just be me thinking that. It can't just be me thinking that, right? There's a bit of a red flag. It's a little bit fucking weird, dude. It's a
Oh,
little bit...
please cut down on the fucking bread tube. Cut the bread out of your diet. The bread, the soy, cut it both out of your diet. This shit wasn't funny in like 2018. It's really not funny now.
Fucking weird. They call trans people the groomers. The amount of transphobia on this platform is disgusting.
Transgender isn't real. The people identifying as such are almost entirely perverts and autistic people groomed into it.
You know when someone like posts something on Twitter, like, wow, there's a problem here, and then someone just goes out of their way to prove them right? Like, person goes, the transphobia on this platform is disgusting, and someone...
Yeah, but it's not actually a problem, is it? Because you can just log off of Twitter. In fact, if I knew any like younger trans people that were like new to being trans, do you know what the first fucking thing I'd tell them is? Don't make a fucking Twitter account. Stay the fuck away from there. Like, if you want to like fight with people, then it's kind of great. Well, there are trans people like me and there are trans like, yeah, you know. I don't know. We end up using like the term transsexual as in people that just went from man to woman, and it's just how we are. And then there's other people that it's something else. I don't know. It seems to be some kind of fashion trend and a thought cult, but that's a whole other thing. I bet I know exactly what this person's like political views are, social views are. I bet I know which side he's on in terms of Israel and Palestine, and to how much of an extent. I'm guessing quite a lot, but whatever.
Someone just takes it upon themselves to just be like, yeah, transphobia, that's me, and I'm doing it right now. Thank you for proving the point. God, Twitter is a cesspool. Stop using Twitter. Like, Jesus Christ, people, stop using Twitter. Every time you use Twitter, you are giving money to a transphobic Nazi asshole.
This guy, Nazi, Elon Musk is a Nazi, transphobic Nazi ass. God, man, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Like, I get it. This is like leftist queer queerslop. I get it. You just do these videos and make a little bit of money off of them. That's fair enough. You're trans and you're trans LGBT is fine, but don't sell yourself as superior or different from others. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything as superior, really. If anything, I see it as inferior because I can't have kids, but I don't want to have kids, so it's fine. I kind of took that decision knowing what's going on.
Gives money to transphobic Nazi assholes, okay? Elon Musk profits on
transphobic Nazi assholes. Okay, great, okay. Let's call Elon Musk every name under the sun, because if you're leftist and trans, you have to fucking hate on Elon Musk constantly. I'm gonna be honest, like, Twitter sounds like it used to be fucking run by, like, woke gender freaks, and the fact that it isn't now is probably a good thing.
Transphobia and bigotry, and he gives some of that profit to the people spreading transphobia and bigotry because it then makes him more money. And every second you spend on Twitter is giving those people more money.
Oh no.
Okay, so stop it. Don't use Twitter. Use literally fucking anything else. Blue Sky
I'm gonna use Twitter more now because you told me not to.
Is a really good alternative. The biggest problem with Blue Sky is that not enough people use it. Everybody go to Blue Sky and follow me on that.
Yeah, because it's soy as fuck, and every time you see Blue Sky dot whatever the thing is, whatever the link is that people put in their names, every time you see it, there's like a 99% chance of this person being the biggest cunt in the world.
It's public now, by the way. Genuinely use Blue Sky. It's like everything Twitter
Yeah, I agree with that.
should have been. It's a good platform. Please, stop giving money to Elon Musk. This one, I'm not even going to bother reading this.
I want to literally find out how I can just donate to Elon Musk. I think if I just donate my money to Elon Musk, I'll feel better because people like this exist.
One, because it's
I'm being ironic, by the way. I know people don't understand this and will quote me and be like, oh my god, you actually like Elon Musk. I don't care about Elon Musk, I'm sorry. The Twitter shit is kind of funny, it's a bit shit, it was always shit, it was always full of complete cunts. The fact that some of the cunts are different kind of cunts to the cunts that used to fucking fill it with cunts is pretty immaterial to me. It's just different people that scream at me, because... Anyway, you're leaving, good night, come back later. I probably won't be on later, but I'm on here and there. But yeah, nice to talk to you. Have a good one.
It's numbingly stupid, but they've done this, the left mind versus...
I want to have a look at this, actually. Yeah, words, violence, that's true. Rodents bad, what? Hey, there are some great rodents out there. Do not shit on rodents, okay?
The right mind, and they've got Pepe the Frog. They don't understand a lot of things, okay? They've also done really...
Oh, you don't understand things. What do you understand?
weird things. Like, they do this black people, just people thing, but, like, we already know they don't believe that. There's, like, the vast majority...
You're talking about, like, Nazis. Like, how many groups of people are you going to lump in together? I don't even know which group of people this person is talking about, because they talk kind of vaguely about it.
Majority of hate crimes are committed by white people. And then just everything else. My favorite one is
the majority of hate crimes are committed by white people. What's a hate crime? These people, when they talk about hate crimes, they need to define it, otherwise I don't care.
The Trump orange fruit Trump one, that one's just funny. And they also have the classic, a child to transgender, because we believe that the queer people want all children to be transgender, like fucking no.
I'm pretty sure no one says that ever. But the fact that they want any kids to be transgender is arguably a bit suspect.
We want trans kids to be allowed to be trans kids, that's it. We don't want every kid.
Okay, how do you know which ones are trans and which ones are not just going through a phase? Which ones might just go through normal puberty and actually feel fine? Whereas instead we're pushing something on them where they're going to feel like their puberty is like the enemy to them. And if they go through puberty, their life's over. You know?
kids to be transgender. We just want the kids that are transgender to be able to talk about that and be open about that fact without being persecuted by assholes like this. That's all.
Is that what's happening? I don't know. I hope, no, never mind. I'm not trying to insinuate anything about this person. I just find them cringe. That's all it is. That's all it is.
We care about. All we care about is that people be treated with respect and kindness and allowed to be who they are. That's it.
It's funny you say that because a lot of these like trans queer like places don't actually want people to be who they are. They want you to agree with them. And if you question the kind of shit that they say and question any of their beliefs, like, they won't fucking treat you with an ounce of respect. I don't know about this person specifically. If I fucking had a conversation with this person specifically, I might find that they can actually handle disagreements and they just are a bit cringe when they talk about the right. But there's plenty of people out there that are not gonna be like that. There's plenty of people out there that are in these trans circles that don't fucking respect other people. And if what you see, your first experience of trans people is gonna be like fucking Twitter or some shit, you're probably not gonna fucking respect trans people because trans people on Twitter are fucking insane. Or you might watch some of the videos that I've watched and be like, these people seem awful, because I've seen a lot of trans people acting fucking awfully on the internet. And I'm showing it off because I don't have any other fucking recourse because our fucking shit is insane. Our communities are the worst fucking thing ever, you know?
That's all we care about. If it takes educating people about those things, then fine, because so many
Educating people, or
people grow up not knowing these things exist, being so incredibly confused through their teen years because they don't align with everything they're being told, and then it takes them until they're a fucking adult to even find out that things exist and go, suddenly everything makes sense, and it's harmful. It genuinely creates issues for kids and teens growing up who feel like they—
harmful. I'm not sure about this. I don't know to what extent kids understand transition. I don't know to what extent, if a kid's gonna transition, like we have these conversations about like trans kids' suicidality. Like, how much are we driving that by even telling them about transition at an age where maybe they don't fully understand it, and an age where they're more likely to like catastrophize things like going through puberty? I don't know. There should be a conversation here, but it's not a conversation. It's these people want to educate you. And if you say anything contrary to that, then you need educating. You're wrong automatically. I get that vibe from so many people. And again, maybe this person is different. Maybe everything they're saying here is like played up for the soys that watch this shit. I don't know. But this is my overarching experience. And if you can say all this shit about the right based on your experience of the right when you probably don't know many rightoids, I can say the same thing about these kind of people, about queer, left, etc. people. I don't even know what this person is because I skipped half of it.
Aren't correct and are told by people like this that they aren't correct because they were just born a certain way. And that's fucking awful. And the fact of the matter is, we don't want kids to go through that. We don't want kids to grow up thinking that they are wrong for existing and the
Jesus, wrong for existing or wrong for identifying as something that you learned on the internet. There's a huge variation. And you're treating this like it's a hate crime. Like, no one has to like accept your identity, especially when you're a kid. Like, fuck. What am I supposed to say to this kind of shit, man?
right mind wants nothing more than to tell anybody that doesn't fit into their extremely narrow and closed-minded view of normality. They want to do anything they can to make
See also trans communities.
sure that those people know that they are not right because they don't fit into that extremely
See also trans communities.
small window. And it's just the worst. And they will go out of their way to claim people are groomers for telling a child that it is okay.
I know what I should do. Go on fucking Blue Sky and see how tolerant the people are there. Tolerant of someone that's like a liberal as opposed to a communist or a socialist or an anarchist. I wonder how tolerant they'll be. I wonder how open they'll be, you know?
Okay to be themselves. They're not groomers for forcing children into religion or forcing children to believe that the way they exist is wrong or forcing.
I could maybe take an argument that pushing religion on a kid could be grooming, but the thing is, they're not being told to do anything with their body. They're not being taught that going through puberty is going to fuck them up, you know? So it's a little bit different. And maybe you do have to wonder, because if an adult is like pressuring a kid to transition, then yeah, that's grooming and that's fucking gross. Like, is it the same if you're just, I'm a Christian, maybe you should be too? I don't know, it probably depends.
children to believe literally any of the shit that they force children to believe, okay? They will burn fucking books. They will ban books in schools. They will pull children out of schools and homeschool them. They will have politicians, okay, congressmen, arrested and convicted for trafficking children or jerking off outside of infant schools. And
it's almost like there's bad people on both sides, and just two different sides highlighting the bad people on each other's side is equally not too helpful. Like, yeah, there's shit people on their side. What about the shit people on our side? Has this person, like, do they know who Keffals is, for example? If they watch something about Keffals, would they say, this is a terrible person? What about Jessica Yaniv? What about any other number of fucking Essence of Thought? What about her? Jesus Christ.
they will call trans people the groomers. They will vote those people into Congress. They will vote actual pedophiles into Congress, and then they will call trans people the groomers because those trans...
You see how it works in the other way round? That people can be like, well, you've got people like fucking Jessica Yaniv in your ranks, and you're calling like Republicans and pastors groomers. It's just the same shit. Like, this is the idiot coin in action. Flip it one side, you might get the fucking Republicans that he's fucking talking about, the extremoid idiots. Flip it the other side, you might get someone like him. It's the same shit. It's completely worthless. I don't see the point in any of this.
People dared to be happy with who they were in a way that didn't fit into their...
Dared to be happy with who they are. I feel like trans people in general aren't very happy, but okay. Sure.
Fucking narrow view of society, and it's pathetic. It's genuinely pathetic and sad. This one is just...
I mean, calling everyone you disagree with pathetic and sad, lumping them all in together, I don't know, is that not kind of narrow in its own way? I don't know, it depends, I guess.
Average 4chan post, but god, I'm gonna have to censor this one, but they really see themselves like this, and it's just, like, this is the fantasy that they have, that like, oh, I'm fighting the trans hordes, look at me, one of the last saviors of society, because I use 4chan. It's just, oh, they really never got...
Strawman voice, yes. No, I'm completely convinced, actually. This person's completely right because they did a strawman voice. I apologize to everything I've said wrong about you. Blue the Nerd, please educate me. Please educate me. Will you fucking play?
Over the fucking chud, whatever it's called, chudwok, you know what I mean?
Chud. Do you mean soy jam?
That guy, god, it's just so cringe. Being trans is not a choice. Being transphobic is a choice. Sorry, but I was born this way. You weren't though, and you're continuing to be the way you are because you...
Were trans people born this way? You have gender dysphoria, maybe. If it's just something you took on because you felt like it, then I guess you probably weren't.
Are probably pretty sad about your own life. Like, let's be real, okay? Let's take a moment to just talk about...
Oh, you have to be so sad about your own life to do this. Like, Jesus Christ. This is like the easiest shit in the world. I don't know if he makes like money off of this shit. He's got a Patreon. Let's have a look, actually. This is the easiest shit. I could do this fucking easily. Sit in front of Reddit, look at a bunch of things that you don't agree with, and then just shit on it. I mean, I guess that's what I do, but fuck it. 22 members, 26.38 a month. Okay, I was going to say that I'm a bit less concerned than having looked at Essence of Thoughts, but let's be completely real. By the way, this is how you see yourself, by the way. And then, yeah, so fantasy. Again, both sides can do this easily. Now, I was going to say, I was going to say that I'm not despairing as much, seeing as it's not a huge amount that we're getting on Patreon compared to Essence of Thought. But Essence of Thought is like a genuinely awful person. I don't know that I think this person is a bad person. I think Essence of Thought is a pretty terrible fucking person.
Fact. If a transphobe was genuinely happy with their own life, they wouldn't be going out of their way to try and shit on trans people because they wouldn't care. They'd be happy and they'd want...
Well, how do you know? Like, where's your psychology degree? Let's see it. Like... Is that how it works? You don't know these people. And when you say being transphobic, like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about some idiot shouting something from a van? Like, I don't know if their life's happy. I know that they're a fucking pussy because they can't say something to my face. They have to shout it out of a van, which is traveling in the opposite direction. So I know that much about them. But, like, I don't know. Like, you can just make this shit up about anyone and it's easy. I can say this person's clearly not happy about their life because they have to draw on their face, you know? Does it mean anything? Is it worth anything? Who gives a fuck?
Other people to be happy too, right? Happy people like other people being happy. If you are trying to make other people not happy, it's because you're bitter and sad. Like, at the end of the day, that's all there is to it.
And people would say that about me, I guess, as well. But if they do, it's because they don't understand why I'm doing any of this. So, Fuck it, I don't know. We can all psychoanalyze each other. I've had plenty of friends, or so-called friends, try and psychoanalyze me because I said something they didn't agree with. It's what happens when you don't have any actual arguments.
And no one is born bitter or sad, and it's a
And
choice.
here's the thing. This person is looking at like fucking Reddit posts. Like, what's there even to argue most of the time? Oh look, I've got a Nazi with a chainsaw. Oh look, someone thinks that being trans is not a choice is kind of a stupid meme because transitioning is a choice that you make. You know?
Choice you make to go through your life being bitter or sad, okay? You can change. You can be a nice person. You can treat people with respect, and you'll find that other people will also treat you with respect back, right? If you aren't transphobic to trans people, you'll find out that they are actually normal human beings, and they will also treat you with respect back. And you'll find out that the world is
Oh, this guy does have Twitter. Okay. I'm gonna stop soon. I need to get my shit together because I have a drive to go on. Follow me on Blue Sky. Don't use they, them. I'm sorry, I've been misgendering the whole time and I probably will end up continuing. I'm just trying to tell if this person is very respectful about people. To be fair, this is mostly just kind of average shit. I don't know. I mean, this person seems to like shit talking other people when it suits them, so how much I should be taking their opinion seriously. Let's see if I can get this up. Can you please? Can you fucking please? Thank you. Conservatives love talking about raising the Conservatives love talking about raising the voting age right now, but no one wants to talk about a max voting age. Why should a 16-year-old have no say in the future, but a 90-year-old who won't see it does? Is that respectful? Is that nice? Just a reminder that since the vote, enough Remain voters who couldn't vote on their own futures due to age, what about Brexit voters that were younger, and enough Brexit voters who could vote on a future they won't be part of have died of old age, that if retook the vote, wouldn't be even close. Would it not? You like talking about people that are gonna die. I don't know. I challenge Mr. Beast to a cage match. Is that because he's a billionaire or a millionaire or whatever the fuck? Cis is a slur. You know, I find that kind of funny. I'm trying not to use the word cis because I think it's stupid. Yeah, this is pretty cringe. This is pretty embarrassing. Like, how much respect do you have for other people? I don't know. It seems like if they're a conservative, probably not much, because you will make all kinds of assumptions about them and lump them in with a whole bunch of different people that they probably don't feel any kinship to whatsoever.
suddenly a lot bigger, and is suddenly full of a lot more really nice human people that you didn't realize existed because you went through life treating all of them like they are enemies, and saying that you were born to treat all of them like enemies, when the reality
Can you imagine, like, being right-wing and this actually, like, reaching you? Because I sure as fuck can't. I'm not actually right-wing, contrary to very popular belief, apparently, but who is this for? Like, this is just for, like, you and your friends to, like, soy out to together. Like, you know, you want to preach to the choir, fine, but don't pretend like you're doing something good or smart or whatever. I don't know.
is, you were brought up like that, and that's really f***ing sad.
I am not a feminist, but I agree with TERFs when it comes to trans.
You didn't need to tell us that you're not a feminist, dude, because transphobia is incredibly rooted in misogyny. So, I mean, if you ask any feminist,
Transphobia is rooted in misogyny. I'm sure, I guess. I'm not an intersectional. I don't really give a shit about that. I'm just, yeah, sure. Okay.
that isn't a TERF, if TERFs are actually feminists, they'll tell you no. And one
I mean, TERFism is rooted in feminism. You can argue against it, but you can be wrong about that, so.
of the reasons there is that they are inherently rooting a core belief that they hold in misogyny and actively fighting against what it is that feminism is actually about. If they were really feminists, they would agree that trans women deserve equal respect and deserve to be treated the same way everyone else does. But the fact
Doesn't that depend? Doesn't that depend on, like, quite a few things? Is that what a real feminist does? By the way, this is a man telling all your feminists, all your TERFs, all your gender criticals what feminism is and what a feminist should think. It's a man, has not experienced misogyny, because you can't, because you're male, you're a man. You can say you're non-binary, fair enough, that's still not being a woman. Like, seriously? Really? I don't know who gave all these people a fucking platform to decide that they can tell, like a black man can sit there and tell women that bitch isn't a slur and that he'll call you a bitch if he wants. But he's also anti-bigotry. Like, this man can tell female feminists what they should think and what their feminism should be because transphobia is rooted in misogyny. Okay, well, you haven't substantiated that at all, but fair enough.
The fact of the matter is they don't, which means they are not feminists and they are not fighting for equal treatment. They are not fighting.
You hear that, women? You're not feminists, according to this person here who clearly has any experience whatsoever being a woman. What else is there here, man?
Because they need other people to be below them because they believe that that makes them better than them. Just saying. Just
yeah, let's psychoanalyze the whole world. Great.
as God intended. God didn't invent us to be happy and to live the best lives we can. And like, what if that means that you're trans? Then that's what God intended. What if God intended people to be trans? Whoa! It's almost like transphobic people.
I can't do it anymore. This is too cringe. This is too much cringe. I'm sorry. You know, like, fuck. I used to really like Peep Show. It's a show from the UK. But like some of it, it's like so cringe that it's genuinely uncomfortable and difficult to watch. Like because of the kind of situations that these people get themselves in the show. It's like the In-Betweeners as well. Same thing. This is what I'm getting. It's like, it's too cringe. It's too painful. It's like if I was 14 and soy as fuck, I would probably love this. And I would soy out so hard at the guy, telling the TERFs and the conservative what's what. Like, oh my God, this is, But hey, this person's trans, I guess, probably, because that's all it takes is just having pronouns and drawing on your face. I don't know what's happened to everyone. But hey, there we go. Blue the nerd. I'm not trying to be a hater. Like, I don't think he's a bad person or anything. I don't know the person ultimately. But this is just too cringe for me. This is too much soy. This is that Chubby Emu video where a woman drank an entire bottle of soy sauce, which is way more than your daily intake of sodium. I think you need to cut down on the sodium. Maybe that's it. Just less soy, less bread tube. The bread tube jokes are not funny. They weren't funny back in 2018. And you can tell because fucking H-Bomber guy moved on from that shit like way before everyone else did, and everyone else just fucking copied him. And that's the world we live in now, because that's the people that have the trans's backs. That's the people that's like sticking up for us. Well, tends not to be that way whenever I say anything that disagrees with anyone. So I don't know. It's difficult for me to take any of this shit seriously because everyone that fucking says this shit is the same fucking people that however many years ago would have been bullying me out of any fucking online community I could possibly try and be in. So yeah, there's my happy Pride Month video. It's finally over. I got a decent amount of content out of it, and that's the main thing. I'm getting electrolysis, I think, in a few days. So I need to not shave, which means I can't be on camera, which means I probably just won't stream, and I'll just edit some of the shit, because I have shit coming. Anyway, he can go away now.